Hello, everyone. This is Nerds with Mics. I'm Travis.
And I'm Justin.
And this is episode 9.
Episode 9.
Yes, it is.
So, Travis, did you know that Call of Duty is one of the most environmentally friendly video game franchises out there?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's because each game is actually made with 90% recycled material.
Boom!
So, Travis, what have you been up to?
Well, I'm actually been back in town for a full week. I've been doing a lot of traveling. Had a wedding to go to. I had work stuff going on. So this has been the first full week I've been back. Getting a lot of stuff caught up around the house. Sneaking in some video games here and there. Been playing... Still got back into Destiny. Still playing a little bit of that, which I know your feelings. I see you shaking your head at me right now. And then also been playing Just Cause. So really the same stuff I've been playing the past 2 weeks. So
that sounds boring.
Yes. No, I've been having a good time. Other than that, that's all I've really been doing. It's been like post E3, so there's not been a whole lot of gaming news. A whole lot of announcements aren't coming out anytime soon. So just kind of in that dry spell, so to speak.
Yeah, I know all about dry spells. I shouldn't have. I'm just joking. No, because your mom's been over lately. Anyway.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Anyway. The look on your face, man. Anyway, I've been working since we recorded the last episode, and I haven't played a whole lot. I did manage to sneak in about 3 hours of Ark today with my buddy Neon Heads. What's up, buddy, if you're listening?
Neon Heads? What?
What? All right. But yeah, we played a little bit of Ark, tamed a few dinos. Pretty productive day. But that's about it so far. I plan on going home and playing some more.
Yes. You been watching any TV shows or anything?
Oh, man. You know what I haven't been watching?
What?
I have not been watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. We'll get into that a little later.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Oh, I actually did watch a show.
What'd you watch?
I forgot to tell you. It's called The Night Of.
Oh, is that the new one on HBO?
Yeah, it's really good.
That has...
I don't know. Nobody. Oh, John Turturro.
Yeah, that's the only one that I recognize,
Yeah,
but it looked really interesting.
It is. He's not in the pilot a whole lot. He's in it at the end, but it's really, really good. Like it's ever since I've watched that one episode, I've wanted more, and it doesn't even premiere until like July 10th.
Yeah, and what's the comedy that I turned you on to TBS that you watched a couple episodes of?
Wrecked. It is a parody of Lost. Some would say it's like 5 years too late. I wouldn't, because I'm still just into Lost as I was, 5 years ago. It's really funny, and I highly recommend that one.
Yeah, I love Lost. I don't have cable, so I'm going to have to find elsewhere to watch it. But it definitely, if you're a fan of Lost, it looks like one of those shows you would like. It's a lot more lighthearted, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, now that we all know what we've been up to, let's get right into it. So, Game of Thrones.
Game of Silicon Valley.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so Game of Thrones season finale was this past Sunday, depending on when you're listening to this. Man, I've been waiting 6 seasons for this episode.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was a 70-minute episode, which they're normally like between 45 to 50 minutes, so it was a longer episode. And I don't want to give any spoilers away for the listeners, but there was a lot of stuff that went down. So, needless to say, it was an amazing episode. I didn't think they were going to be able to top the previous episode, which was the Battle of the Bastards, the big fight.
I know you talked about that one last.
But I tell you, they upped it even more, so to speak. So
I just can't believe Ned Stark is dead.
Yeah, that happened 5 seasons ago.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't even gotten that far.
Now, you have been considering actually maybe watching Game of Thrones. I know you've been very reluctant to do so.
Yeah, I think I'm finally going to jump on this bandwagon.
Have you watched any of it at all?
Yeah, I watched a few episodes.
Okay, yeah. I think you and your wife will really enjoy it. I will say, this is not a show that you want to watch while the little one is around.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Death and boobs, that's all you need to know.
That actually might sell him on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
If he's a fan of the boobs, yeah, for sure.
Well, he's 2.
Oh, okay,
So,
gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I must be a 2-year-old. Got him. But, yeah, so Game of Thrones was fantastic.
Yep.
If you're not caught up, get caught up. Watch the finale. It's awesome. And Justin, you want to talk about another show that also had a finale as well, right?
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Game of Thrones, but I feel like more people stayed on to HBO after the finale ended to watch Silicon Valley. I mean, it is the best comedy on TV right now, and it also wrapped up its third season, I think it is.
Yes.
I don't know. This season was really good, and that finale was just incredible. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was really good as well. It was great to see Bachmanity back.
Bachmanity insanity.
And if you watch that show, you know one of the characters, Big Head.
Yes, Baghead,
Yeah.
if you're Gavin Belson.
Yeah, it's they've always made him kind of to be like an idiot. He doesn't really know anything, and I'm hoping with the events that happen in the finale that he plays a bigger role in the show.
Yeah, the way spoiler alert, they kind of hit the reset button in the finale, and it kind of makes it seem like he's going to be around because he's now half owner of Pied Piper.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see what next season holds. I mean, the whole cast of that show is fantastic.
Oh my God.
Every single one of the cast members brings a different element. I mean, when I see Jared, the tall, lanky guy that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Did you ever watch The Office?
I was going to say I heard he was
Yeah.
on The Office. Did he play the same type of character?
Kind of. He's less likable in The Office, but in a way still likable. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but did that scene with him and Richard on the bed, and he's just mimicking Richard's every move, and then he's clearly like a foot taller than Richard, and Richard lays back on the bed, and it's fine, and then Jared does it and bumps his head on the railing, and it's just, oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny, and I love the part towards the end of the episode where Eric Bachman, which is played by T.J. Miller,
Yeah.
He tells him, "Oh, there's just no way I'm going to get over this. I'm so
I'll
mad
never
at
trust you again."
And then, like literally the next
It cuts,
scene,
yeah, it cuts.
and they're just having a great time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's just so funny because he tried to sell it.
He really sold that, yeah.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, like we're gonna end the season with a downer, and then luckily it turned around real quick.
Yeah. So, but no, that was a great finale as well. I think it's one of the better finales we've seen in that show. I know it's only 3 seasons in, but I definitely feel like it's starting to gain some traction in the story that they're telling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of curious of what's going to happen since they're obviously, we don't want to give anything away, but they're shifting kind of what their business model is. And obviously Hulu, which is their competitor, is kind of trying to copy basically everything they do. I wonder what they're going to do now.
Yeah.
So, but no, fantastic
The elephant
show.
in the room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
Inside joke. You wouldn't get it unless you watched the episode.
that's right. Now let's talk about something kind of on the flip side of that. Now, we all have shows that we watch religiously, whether it's week to week, whether we binge watch a whole season. Now, what do you do when that time is over? What show are you going to go watch? Like,
Wow.
I mean, what show are you planning on watching next?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm behind on quite a few of my favorite shows. I'm behind on 11/22/63. I still have a couple more episodes left of it.
I finished it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing what I've done too far. I'm like 2 seasons behind on Homeland, which is unacceptable in my household.
I have not seen Homeland. Is it awesome?
Yeah, it's great. There's a couple spots you're like,
How many seasons are they into on that show?
I think
It's like 5 or 6.
I think the 5th season just ended,
Okay.
and it got renewed for like 3 more seasons.
And Claire Danes is in that, right?
Yeah, she's great. It's Carrie
Okay.
Matheson. Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's a Showtime show. Is that correct?
yeah, and I think it's Showtime.
Okay. Yeah, I've been really looking for the next thing to watch. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of criticism, but some of the shows that I haven't watched that I'm trying to decide which one I want to watch first, I've not seen Breaking Bad.
I knew you were going to say it. And I was going to recommend it if you didn't say
I
it.
have also not seen Dexter. That dead silence. You're
Awkward
looking at
pause,
me like,
yeah.
You're looking at me like I want to die. And then there's a couple of Netflix shows I heard is really good, like Narcos is really good. There's a show that you told me about. I think it is FX. Is it Fargo? Is it on FX?
Oh my God, yeah, Fargo.
And it's only 2 seasons in, I think.
Yeah,
right?
and
They're
they're
getting ready to do third season.
Yeah, well, 3rd season they'll film it this winter and it'll air next spring.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm trying to figure out what show because we have 10 months until Game of Thrones comes back on. I'm also probably 2 seasons behind in Walking Dead, so I may catch up on that.
I'm behind on that one too.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I might catch up on Walking Dead and then I'll go into like Dexter or something like that because I can binge watch that. So,
Yeah.
but
Dexter's a really fun show to watch.
yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it. I got to watch it. I just feel like when I see it, I'm like, how can he get away with it for that long?
Well,
of
you
a
just got to
period?
watch it. You'll find out.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Mr. Robot.
Actually, that might be the one that I do because they've only done just the first season.
First season, I think it's 10 episodes. They're all on Amazon Prime right now. You can watch them if you have a Prime subscription. And the second season starts back, I want to say July 10th.
Oh, that might be easy enough to do if it's only 10. Yeah, I might do that because it's all about, it's kind of like you said, I think maybe a couple of podcasts ago, it's basically kind of like a Watch Dogs, right?
It's kind of like Watch Dogs. It's kind of like Fight Club. And in a way, in a weird kind of way, it's kind of like Dexter.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen Dexter, but Dexter, he gives you like a narration throughout the show, like his inner monologue. And Elliot does that in Mr. Robot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely something I may have to check out. So, all right, cool. Well, now that we talked about what shows that we're going to talk about, let's get into some Harry Potter news. I know that
Harry Potter.
I like Harry Potter, but I'm not nearly as big of a fan as you are. So, why don't you fill us in on some news that came out today?
Okay, so Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them comes out later this year, and we've known for a while that there's been more magical schools throughout the world. One being in the United States. Today, J.K. Rowling kind of pulled back the curtain and gave us a huge, detailed story on that school, how it was founded, how the 4 houses were created, and it was fantastic. I read the whole thing. It was really great. It's called, this is what I hate about not having a movie for it. I can't pronounce the words. It's called Ivilmorny. I can't even say it. Ivilmorny. I don't know how you say that. But it was founded by a female named Istel. And basically, she is a descendant of Salazar Slytherin, which if you're a fan, you'll know who that is. And like her grandmother basically keeps her captive. So she actually travels to the United States on the Mayflower. You may have heard of it.
That's kind of old school.
Yeah, and she founds this school. There's a few Native American wizards over here. And it's just really, really good. And you find out how they create the houses, which is such an offbeat kind of way. And it wasn't, an actual book, so I couldn't say it's a page turner,
It's
but
like 5 pages, you said, right?
it's probably about 5 or 6 pages, if I had to guess, but it kept me scrolling. Since it wasn't a page turner, I kept scrolling.
Yeah.
So it was really good. It was so good that I wish she would have fleshed it out more and just wrote a book.
Do you think that there's something to come from this? Do you think there's maybe going to be any kind of movie?
Well, it'll tie into Fantastic Beasts
okay.
because that school is going to be prominently featured in the movie.
Oh, so they're just kind of laying the foundation for that movie.
Yeah, just so it's not like a convenient. Oh, here's a school here, and there's you know nothing about it. It's just a backstory for it.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're starting to really make their media push for this movie.
Old Pottermore.
Pottermore. Oh yeah, you can read the story on Pottermore.
Is that a website for Potter fans?
Yeah, it's actually an official Harry Potter website. You can sign up and you can take a quiz and get sorted into a Hogwarts house, and then get sorted into, and I'm not even going to say it, the new school house for that one. And I'm just going to come out and be honest with you guys. I've signed up for Pottermore a few times since it started, like 4 or 5 years ago. Every stinking time, I'm a Hufflepuff, so I'm just going to accept it.
Hufflepuff.
I'll never be Gryffindor.
I'm Slytherin. I don't really know. I've never tried any of that.
You're probably Hufflepuff too.
Oh, no. That sounds like, I don't want to be Hufflepuff.
No one does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's interesting for all you Harry Potter fans out there. I can't wait for the new that new movie coming out that you talked about.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah, it's such a long title that I always forget what it is.
Yeah.
But I love the guy that's going to be the lead character. I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, for some reason I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah, I don't either, but he's been in a lot of really good movies. But let's...
Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne. He played
I'm glad it came to
Stephen
you.
Hawking.
Yeah, he did do that, and he also played a lady in The Danish Girl.
He did play Lady in the
Yeah.
Danish Girl.
Tucked it. So, all right, let's get into some gaming news. Let's get into talk about Sony's mid-year sale. Okay, this is going to be a 2-week sale.
I'm sorry. Did you just say tucked it?
I might have said he tucked it.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't have it. Anyways,
Can't have it getting in the way.
nope, not in the way. But anyways, yeah. So the Sony mid-year sale is a 2-week event. The first week is going to run June 28th through July 4th. They're going to have some games. And then on July 5th, they're going to come out for another week of it with a new listing of games.
Okay.
There's several games up there that I've seen. Doom's on sale, Homefront. You can get the first Trine game for $5 or so. You can get Lords of the Fallen, which is a fantastic game. Probably one of the bigger overrated games on next-gen console. It's kind of like the Dark Soul types games. It's $4.99, a really good deal. And then one of the best deals that you and I seen was the Telltale Collection.
Yeah.
You can get It's The Wolf Among Us, the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, Tales of Borderlands, and the Game of Thrones Telltale game. It's $102 value, but I think they're selling it for $21.99. So.
I think that's with a Plus subscription.
Yeah, it's with a Plus subscription, so that's probably the best deal going because I don't actually own any of those on console. So, and I would really like to play the Game of Thrones one. I think that would be really interesting. So.
You know, I actually did try that one, and it's pretty good. Without knowing anything that was going on, I really enjoyed it.
Well, good. If you're saying you're enjoying it, then I'll try it because you don't even watch Game of Thrones.
You need to play the Walking Dead game though.
I played season 1, just haven't played season 2.
Play season 2.
I'll do it.
Do it now.
I'll do it.
Season 2 is really intense.
Like 2 tens, like 2 TPs, 2 tenths.
Yeah.
Yeah, got him. Anyways, so staying on the theme of Sony and Sony PlayStation Network,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us a story about a man?
Okay.
And this man's name is Jihad.
It's Jihad, yes. He posted a story on Reddit, and his name is Jihad. He's been named that his entire life, like 26 or so years. And he's had his account since PlayStation 3. It's never been a problem, but he got a notification, I want to say last week, that said his account was banned. He didn't know why. Found out it was because of his name. His gamer name was like iJihad or something like that. So he was offered a solution. They changed his name, and then another Sony rep came through and said, no, don't like that. You're still banned. So after he was offered a solution, they banned him again. That's not cool.
It's racism, stereotyping. I don't know what
Maybe.
you want to call it.
Ignorance, most likely. But anyway, the media finally started to catch on. His Reddit post gained traction. It was shared everywhere. This put a lot of pressure on Sony. Sony has allowed him to change his name again. But 2 things. 1, why should he have to? That's his name. That's his birth name. He provided proof of that. And 2, why can't Sony just let us change our names? Why is that not a feature?
That's true because you can pay to change your name on Xbox, right?
Yeah, it's $10.
Yeah. So yeah, number 1, I don't know why you can't change it. That seems really silly. And number 2,
Like, he lost access to all of his stuff because they banned him.
yeah, that's
All of his digital games. I mean,
yeah, that's
the only thing that makes me think about buying digital games, too.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because if for some odd reason your account gets banned, then you are
They're
out
gone.
all of that money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want to say that I understand both sides, but I just don't know, man. I just think that that's a little too far. Especially if he was able to provide valid proof, like the fact that they made him change his PlayStation name because of that.
Yeah.
I just wonder what switch got flipped that just made him decide,
He said that they said it's like an automatic detection thing, but I don't know. It's a victory that he was able to get his account back, but
he had to change his name.
yeah, he had to change his name, and he shouldn't have to.
Yeah, so who wins at that point, right? So, just trying to build walls, I guess.
Yep.
So
Hopefully, we don't do that in November.
that's right. So that's really crazy. So let's get more into bad news. Let's talk about Technomancer.
Yeah. So this is a game that I didn't know anything about until I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I saw a gameplay video and I thought it looked pretty good. It kind of reminded me of The Witcher 3 and Mass Effect, which are 2 really amazing games. We did try to get a review copy for this game and we were denied, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't have to waste our time on it.
You think there was a reason?
Yeah, I'm thinking not many people got review copies. This game has been greeted into the world as a big giant turd, basically. It's getting awful reviews.
Kind of reminds me of a game that also recently came out, Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. Well, this game, it was on sale on Steam before it even came out for like $12 off. So, that should have been a red flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really disappointed because I thought it was going to be a nice, fresh game to play during the summer. And looks like I'm going to take a hard pass on this one.
A hard pass.
Hard pass. Just like, never mind.
Yep, don't even say it.
Yep.
Not everything is a turd today, though, because Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens just came out, and IGN reviewed it and gave it a 9 out of 10.
Really? Wow. That's awesome. I was kind of surprised because, I'm used to my Lego Star Wars games featuring 3 movies instead of just 1. I kind of feel like I'm getting cheated.
Well, yeah, but if it tells basically the whole story that the movie told, then it'll be really cool.
Yeah. I did see a cool gameplay video earlier that showed, I guess, like hiding behind cover and peeking out to shoot. So I like that the gameplay is evolving. It's still accessible to children, but also enjoyable for us adults.
Do I get to fly a Lego Millennium Falcon?
I don't know about a Millennium Falcon, but I do know that there's space battles. There's on rails and then free space battles.
So you're telling me that Lego Star Wars has space battles and Battlefront doesn't?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, so let me ask you something about the Lego games.
Okay.
They're great co-op games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why have they not worked in co-op over the network? Like it's
mean like
only
online co-op?
Yeah, it's only local co-op.
I think because the target audience is kids, and the last thing
I want
that
to play
they-
Lego Star Wars with you, Justine.
I want to play with you too, Travis. But I mean, the majority, I would say, are children, and they probably don't want children to hear what the person on the other end did to their mother last night.
Oh, well, I'm no child, but I want to play my Lego games on the internet with friends.
And I want to play with your mother.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't even.
I'm sure you're a lovely lady.
She listens to this podcast.
I know.
on the road.
That's why I give her so many shout outs.
Oh my god.
I'm sure she's very sweet.
I heard she gives you a lot of shout outs. Oh gosh.
You said that about your own
I
mother.
know. I went there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I would like to apologize to you on behalf of Travis's poor behavior.
Yeah.
I know you didn't raise him like this.
yeah. So we
The world changed him.
listen. I'm trying to change the subject.
Sorry.
So
I don't want to change it. I want to talk about your mom some more.
yeah. So we talked earlier about kind of going through a dry spell when it comes to after you're watching TV shows, but we have a similar thing going on with video games right now. So we had E3 come, so a lot of the gaming news is over.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of video games being released between now and September,
Yeah.
October.
We get Madden in August, but that doesn't appeal to everybody.
Yeah, definitely not me. Do you like Madden?
Yeah, I love Madden.
Oh, okay. Well, you suck.
I like sports games.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, let's talk about things that are important. So, what do you do typically during your dry spells, Justin?
Well, I'll call your mom up. No, I'm sorry. We are done. We are done. I usually will visit games, in my backlog. I still haven't beat Witcher 3. I'd love to go back and revisit that. There was a period just a few months ago where game after game after game was coming out. I've got Uncharted 4 sitting there, Doom 4.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout. So Fallout, yeah, Quantum Break. So I may go back and play some of those. Or I may go back and play Siege and Rust and Ark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I want to go back and get through my my backlog, but the problem is most of the games that are in my backlog are all games that require a lot of gameplay, like
Yeah.
Fallout 4,
The Division.
The Witcher, The Division. Honestly, we could probably beat that in a week and get caught up in all that stuff. I mean, that's the thing. But like Fallout consumes hundreds of hours if you really want it to. The Witcher is probably easily
That's like a whole lifetime worth of gaming.
yeah. So so I don't know, man. I'm just trying to play what I can and hope that when the fall comes that these games don't get pushed farther back in my backlog. I honestly though can't wait for Skyrim Remastered
I can't either. Yeah, I'm going to sink another 100 hours into that one.
with mods, bro.
Yes.
I can get My Little Ponies instead of dragons,
I know, it's going to be really dumb.
and I can have the moon be the Death Star instead of the moon, and I can have lightsabers.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
That actually, I want to tell you something. This is off topic. It's just, I was playing, I told you I was playing Ark today, right?
Yeah, Ark with dinosaurs.
Yeah, there's a mod called Stark Wars, and it's a total conversion mod, I think, for it changes pterodactyls into TIE fighters, and you have lightsabers. And you got really interested when I said that.
Well, because you said Stark, I thought it was going to be Game of Thrones.
No, it's
And then you
Ark
went-
for star, but you put a K on it. Ark
oh.
fits into.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you said Stark, and I got Game of Thrones, so I thought there was going to be like a Winterfell or.
No, it's a lot better than that. It's
You-
Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I installed this mod. I'm super excited to hit a dinosaur with a lightsaber, and it doesn't work. I can't get it to work.
Oh wow. Well, that game's still in early access, right? Or is it fully out now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still early access.
Well, hopefully your lightsabers will work one day.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Anyway, so
Yeah. So let's talk about. Obviously, we're talking about this gaming drought that we're in with gaming news and such. But one of the things that we've seen is that the remastered, updated version of the Batman Arkham Return to Arkham is actually delayed infinitely.
indefinitely, yeah.
Indefinitely, yeah, infinitely. That doesn't make any sense.
Infinitely just be forever.
Yeah, forever.
Forever delay. That's canceled.
Yeah, so one of the quotes was said, after reviewing the process of the project, the team at WB Games has decided to delay the release of Batman Return to Arkham to give the team additional time to deliver a polished Batman Arkham game experience. Some people think that they also may be delaying it to release it alongside Batman VR coming out for PlayStation.
I don't know. I honestly think, This one only brings back Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. It doesn't bring back Arkham Origins, and it doesn't include Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight on PC was a disaster.
Yeah.
But Arkham Asylum and Arkham City were both really, really good games, like top tier games. So I'm not really sure what the problem would be.
Yeah, generally when people are remastering games, like that's usually not something that, I mean,
That you run into a lot of issues with.
not typically. I mean, we've seen them done with all three of the Uncharted games. I don't think those were ever pushed back. You know, Last of Us. Like, there's a lot of games that have obviously got the remastered treatment that we didn't see this type of delay for. So to me, it makes me wonder if it's not from necessarily a technical standpoint, but if they have a feeling that Batman V, they may release it alongside. Alongside of that game, kind of like the new Call of Duty is doing with Modern Warfare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know what this. I don't even know. I can't even imagine what Batman VR would even be like. To me, it just. I don't know. It's just a weird experience for me.
So when they announced Batman VR, they didn't show any gameplay, which to
No.
me was a huge red flag. But they apparently let reporters play it at E3, and everyone seems to be really like they really enjoyed it.
If I could fly through Gotham looking down over the skyscrapers, it'd be kind of sweet. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more excited for Spider-Man.
I forgot to tell you this. I actually did buy Vorpix the other day, the one that turns your old games into VR ready games.
How's it work?
I haven't tried it yet. I meant to, and then
The
I
first
forgot.
game you need to try on is Alien Isolation. I hear that's one of the best ones to
I
do.
was going to do Skyrim
Or Skyrim. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's a good choice.
or Grand Theft Auto 5
Or Grand Theft Auto 5. All
or
those
Fallout
are-
4.
Eh,
What about Battlefield 4?
yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront.
You can't fly, so who cares?
What about? I'm out of games.
Yeah.
A BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
That'd make me
I'm
throw
really
up.
surprised.
I tossed my cookies.
Ooh, throwing old references back.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR,
Yeah.
tell us some news about Oculus.
Yeah, so Oculus, they kind of gotten some bad press lately for having such stingy DRM. They basically blocked Vive owners from playing any Oculus games. Oculus has it probably has the best game library out of the two. And they recently just removed the DRM. So Vive owners, you're free to tap into the Oculus store and play whatever you want.
That's exciting.
That's good news. It really does. It helps, I think, both sides.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't personally own Oculus, but I know for Oculus, early adopters that already have it, I feel like that's probably a good move on their part. Because I know that you were talking earlier about how Oculus is charging, you think maybe not a right price for their games, right?
Yeah, I think they're kind of overcharged. They're charging for their games as if they're AAA titles from like big developers, but they're not.
And this is still a new platform.
Yeah.
You would think that they would have a cheaper price.
They need to
point.
make it more accessible.
Yeah.
The buy-in to get into it already is expensive.
And there's not really a whole lot of demos that you can play before you buy these games. Are
Not
there?
a ton, no.
Yeah, so I would have a hard time dropping $60 on a potential game that may make me want to vomit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree. Yeah, there needs to be like a demo or something in place for every title, I think.
One of the games that I actually seen while I was working, somebody was streaming it on a TV, was there's a Friday the 13th game coming out. It's called Friday the 13th, the game.
That's a clever title.
Yeah, it's actually a Kickstarter currently.
Whoa.
And they've raised $991,000, and their last stretch goal was $1,050,000.
Nice.
And what I found really interesting about it is that Adam Sessler, for those of you that used to watch G4 and X-Play, he was on that show reviewing games and things like that. He actually has some sort of hand in actually creating and bringing this game to us.
That's awesome.
He took the concept and the idea to the guy that had the licensing for Friday the 13th, and he said, I've been waiting for the right game to come along to be able to give the license to somebody for this, and he says this is the game for that. It's really interesting concept. It's one person plays Jason, and then there's 7 other people that are playing the counselors and kids in the camp. And the whole point of the game is you have to try to see if you can survive and not die. And what I find interesting about that is that Jason has the ability to look at like places where people may be hiding. If somebody stays in one place for too long, he has a better ability to be able to spot them. However, if they move around, they may have better chances of surviving. So I think it's going to be a really cool concept for a game. I just wonder, is there going to be enough gameplay and the maps are going to be varied enough to really hold people's attention,
I don't know. I mean, it's got to play. It's got to be just a good game. I mean, before we even worry about that, I just don't know.
Yeah, one of the things I find interesting is how would it feel to be somebody that used to review games for a living, but now you're somebody that's creating a game that is going to be reviewed by others. I wonder if there's a lot of pressure because you used to be a critic yourself.
Oh, I know. He's probably dreading the day this game comes out, actually.
Yeah, because the thing is, if it comes out and it's a flop, I just can't. I just can't imagine that because you're kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. You used to think that developers, they just did a terrible job, but now that you're in that role, I just find that it's probably pretty nerve-wracking. So
You can go ahead and pre-order the game right now for $30 on the website.
do you get any kind of early access or anything like that? Does it say? I don't think that it does.
No, I don't think so either. It does say it comes out October, though.
October, that's pretty soon, so that's exciting. Right in time for Halloween.
So this is actually kind of strange. So actually, no, hang on. On their website, you can pay $60 right now, pre-order it, and get the physical copy. Or
digital code's
the
30.
digital code's 30.
I wish everybody would do that.
Oh my God, yes.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah, Adam Sessler gets it.
Yeah, he does.
He gets it.
He does get it. He gets it real good.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
But yeah, I think that's really interesting. So, I'm kind of excited for it, but it's just going to be one of those things we'll have to see how it is when it gets.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about picks of the week.
I'm sorry, pick of the what?
Pick of the week.
We didn't do a pick last week.
We didn't.
What would your pick have been last week? Have we done one?
That's a. I can't even think.
Yeah, I just fried your brain.
You did.
All right.
You fried it. So, my pick of the week this week, and it's not to be a cop out, but it's definitely Game of Thrones. It was so good. This whole season it's probably one of the best seasons they've had so far.
Really?
Yes.
I doubt that.
Yeah, and
kidding.
that's my pick of the week. It's I've enjoyed it so much that I'm actually going back and rewatching the show from start to finish. And if you actually start watching it, maybe we'll be able to have a little bit of dialogue about it. But you probably won't.
No, I plan on. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to, but I hope to soon.
Well, good. What is your pick of the week?
Well, I feel like you read my mind because my pick of the week is Silicon Valley.
What a poser.
No, see, okay, listen, people. Travis's pick requires you to go back, watch 6 hours, or not 6 hours, 6 seasons of a show that's an hour long each. Mine's only 3 seasons and they're only 30 minutes each. So you tell me which one sounds better.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Time.
Game of Thrones all the way.
No.
Well, what if you wanted somebody to go back and Lost watch? Would you tell them it's not worth the experience?
No, I tell them to go watch Lost.
Yeah.
Before anything.
And how many seasons?
6.
And how many episodes per season? Like 20 some?
No. The first 4, yes.
Yeah,
The last
exactly.
2, not so much.
Yeah, I remember.
That writer's strike, bro.
Yeah, I remember watching
Tore it
Lost,
up.
and I just thought it was never going to end.
Oh, my God.
Season 2 is the worst, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's the one where they're all like really whiny.
And they're
just-
backstabbing each other. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't really like season 2.
Yeah.
I loved it, but I also didn't really like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Anyways, to keep us from rambling on, that's really all we have tonight, right, Justin?
Wow, short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Just like your mom.
Okay.
Is she short?
No.
I never met her.
Yep. I know you haven't, but you will one day. She'll be here tomorrow. You can come down.
Oh, I might.
Yeah, you will. Going to Camden Park.
Oh my God.
Death wish.
Yeah, I'll pray for you.
Yeah. Anyways, as always, please make sure to like our Facebook, subscribe on iTunes or however you listen to podcasts. But more importantly, make sure that you leave us reviews. I haven't actually checked to see if we've had any new reviews. Have we?
I checked earlier. No.
Our last one is from Soundman, right?
Yeah, Soundman37.
Soundman37.
What's up, brother?
My man. But anyways, we would love to hear some ideas for some content that you guys would like to have, or maybe if you have some recommendations on the format of the show.
Yep.
We're really trying to still figure things out and find out what format works best for everyone.
Yeah.
We're thinking about maybe having news mixed with maybe one topic that, revolves around the whole episode. We're just trying to get some ideas. So whatever you guys have, idea-wise or suggestion-wise or critique-wise, please let us know. Anything you want to add there, Justin?
Just like us. And talk to us.
Yeah, like us and talk to us. Send us comments. We always read the feedback. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and we do read every piece of feedback we get, and we will respond to it, and most likely we'll read it on the air. So if you've got something on your mind, you want to share it with the rest of the world, let us know.
Yeah, and we're working We're working on getting a sponsor. Problem is we haven't got our coupon code. We have a big long link that you can use to get a discount, but we're trying to wait on a coupon code to make it easier for you guys. So just bear with us. We're going to reach out and hopefully have that by this time next week.
Got a lofty goal there.
Yeah, it's a lofty goal. So, but we're gonna try to do that. Oh, we got a couple new reviews.
Oh yeah.
Old T Beaver says it's fun and entertaining.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, T Beaver.
Yeah, and then Goose. It looks like it says Gooston Payne. Said, "Yep, good." So
yep, good.
that's short and
Short
sweet.
and sweet,
So,
just like the episode.
Yep. So we got 12 reviews. I'd really like to see that number climb up.
If it gets to 100, I told you guys this earlier. If we get to 100, someone gets a puppy.
Yep. Someone gets a puppy.
We are giving away a puppy.
And whoever gets the 100th review will get you that puppy.
Yeah. Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah. It depends on your locale.
Yeah, and also the ability to secure a puppy. And if you're just a bad person, we're not going to give you a puppy.
Yeah, not everyone deserves a puppy.
Even if you're a good person, we're probably not going to give you one.
Oh man, that's sad.
How's about this? We get 100 reviews. We give away $100 in Steam money.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine. Or we'll give somebody the option of something that's worth $100,
Yeah.
but it has to be game or nerd related.
Yeah, it can't be like $100 in dildos or something.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
We don't want to be known as the dildo podcast.
You're trying to get a bag of dildos.
Yeah.
That's-
Or box.
I wonder how many you could fit in a bag. I'm just kidding. How many bags are in a box? I'm
He's
trying
over
to-
here really thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to do math. Anyways, but thanks for
It's like
listening.
the math algorithm in Silicon Valley. Or, yeah, season
Oh,
one.
the downstroke.
DTF.
Yeah, that's right. So, but anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all listening, and y'all come back now. You hear?
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
And
Big